Okay, I want to teach you how to install Java Development Kit, JDK, the latest version from the Oracle website, and IntelliJ IDEA from JetBrains website. So let's go first. Install JDK. I type JDK. It goes here. JDK 8 is what I want. I go here. Okay, there are two versions. I select the first one. This is the apparently this one is the latest version. This one, but this is the top version. So there might be some difference. There might be a little bit updates in this one. So I select the first one. There are not very major difference between these two versions. So here you see the list of operating systems. The first 6 are Linux, then is Mac OS, and then Solaris, and then Windows. So most of you have Linux or Windows, excuse me, Mac OS or Windows. Some of you may have Linux, something like Ubuntu. In any case, you need to check the operating system to see if it is 32-bit or 64-bit. If it is 64-bit, you need to download and install x64 version. If it is 32-bit, you need to install the x60 x86 version. So mine is 64 Mac OS, so I install from here, download this. So while it is downloading, let me go to JetBrains website. JetBrains. Okay, so in this website there are bunch of softwares that might be good. Let me show you all the tools. So there is a software for PHP development. We are using this software, IntelliJ IDEA, for Java development. WebStorm, PyCharm for Python development, RubyMine, AppCode, CLion for C++ development, and the ReSharper that can be reinstalled on the C#, and it might be helpful, and a bunch of other softwares. So let's go to IntelliJ IDEA. I go to download. So there are two versions here. I download the community edition um, because it is free for development. But you may install Ultimate Edition. Both of them works for our class. As you see, there are different versions here. I installed the OS X version. There is a Windows and Linux version. So this website by default goes to the web page that is related to the operating system. For example, if you are using Windows, it goes to Windows tab. So also with your email, you might be able to get a Ultimate Edition for free, I think for 1 year, or it can be renewed. Okay. After installing is finished, after download is finished, I go to install the IntelliJ IDEA. You can install IntelliJ IDEA or JDK, either of them, that's okay. So just drag and drop in the Linux, and in the Windows you may need to install that manually. So drag and drop here. Okay, I'll put the latest version. You see it almost takes 600 megabytes. Then go to here. Let me see. JetBrains should be this is CLion that I have installed. JetBrains should be somewhere around here. Okay, I have Ultimate Edition. CE is Community Edition. Okay, I have Ultimate Edition. I run the Ultimate Edition. And at the same time, let's go and install the JDK also. It asks me if I'm sure that I want to run this application for the first time. You should do this. It runs the application. At the same time, I'm going to install the JDK. This is JDK. Insert your password and installation starts. Update 73. And now it is installed. The JDK is installed. So I have installed JDK. I have installed the IntelliJ IDEA. Let me get rid of these windows and close, eject these drives, close them. So this may not be something that you see if you open the IntelliJ IDEA for the first time. Okay, so I see this because these are the other projects that I did that with the same version of the IntelliJ IDEA before, so it automatically imports them. In any case, if there is no IntelliJ IDEA before installing this version, you will be prompted with a small window that asks you if you want to import something from the previous version or not. You select no and select continue, and then you can create a new project. Click on the new project. This is what you see. JavaFX is for GUI application. We will use that later, but for now just click on Java. Don't select any of this, you don't need them. And from this location you can go and say new JDK. Okay, so you will not have something like this on your laptop. Okay, this should be empty. So you need to go here, new JDK, and JDK from where? On the Windows, you should go to Program Files, Java, and then JDK. On the Mac, you should go to Library, Java, and Virtual Machines. On the virtual machines, you see the different versions of JDK that I can import any of them. So you select one of them, probably latest version is this one, and press OK. After you press OK, the JDK will be here. So press next, next. Let me write my first Java program as the name and finish. Alright. So I have installed version control on this device, so I don't need that right now. Go here, my first Java program, and here you see the list of folders. SRC or source is a folder that you need to create your classes inside, as I said in the class. So right click on that, new Java class, and write the name of, for example, application, or maybe hello world. Any of them is fine. So hello world is not very good name, or application might be better for a class. Press OK. So you see the class is created, the documentation by default is here. Let me go here, write a bunch of line of code, psvm and tab, and it automatically creates the main method that is the interest to the program. So in this case, some of you might not be able to write such a code, and it may get some error. These are, for example, invalid variables, or I cannot find this variable, or the default JDK is not installed. In those cases, you should go to File, Project Structure. Okay, click on that, and this is project structure. Okay, in the project setting, there is a project tab. On the project tab, you need to set up the JDK version here. You see, you may see something like no SDK. Okay, then you go here, click on new JDK, go to the location of the JDK. This is the location of, for example, JDK 1.8, home, and press OK, and this will be appear here. Okay, this is the first thing that we need to do. The second thing is here. You need to put the language level. There are different language levels. The latest language level that is stable is the language level 8 that supports lambda calculus and type annotations. Okay, so the language level 9 is coming in 2017, and experimental features probably has some experimental features of Java that does not have any release date, or it's not approved for the near future. So, or it might be different. I didn't try the last one. Okay, so the 8 is the latest version that is stable. You need to select this. For our projects, you need to have this level. By default, I think it put that on the language level 6 that support override in interfaces. So put 8 that you can create default method in the interface. Press OK, and everything will be fine. Okay, now let me go here and write. You see, always I put a tab. Press tab to put indentation when to go to a block. S out and press tab. S out println. I write hello world Java for your first program. Now you want to run it. Okay, there are different methods. The easiest method is to just right click here. Excuse me, let me see. Right click here and run application. This is easiest method. Is there any other method? Yes. You can go here and right click here and run. Is there any method? Yes. This is the third method. You can go here, run application. Okay. So by default, this runs the application, and this means compiles application and runs your application. Both of them happens at the same time. The better method is to go to edit configuration from this side, and in the configuration, press plus and create application. Select application. Okay. Put a name for your application, for example, first program or hello world program, hello world application. Okay. What is the main class? The main class is this application. If you write app, it brings the application that is inside what? Default package. Okay. VM options, you don't need that right now. Program arguments, I will talk about this later. And you're set. Just click OK, and you see this here. From now, you may have more than one main method in different files here, and you can put a different configuration here and select any of them if you want. So what is the advantage of here? You can put additional options here. For example, you can put program arguments or VM options. For example, you can determine assertion should happen or should not happen. Okay, so these are VM options, or you can determine some bunch of program arguments or environmental variables. Okay, you can configure this. So, but this one runs with the default configuration. Okay, usually this one works for us. So now select this from here and press run. There's a debug button also. We don't need that right now. I will teach you later, but press run. And you see the output here. So that was the tutorial of how to install JetBrains, IntelliJ IDE, and JDK and run your first application. So you have a homework on your web page. Go to your website and try to solve that for the next time.